to Go Big, and it wasn't really the typical version of Go Big, but big being begin in gratitude. And if you begin your day in gratitude and work on that, then really everything else kind of falls into place in a good way. So I wanted to talk about 10 reasons I'm thankful for real estate today. And reason one is owning a home gives me a fixed monthly payment. We did implement a little bit of rent control here in the state of California, but I did the math on that, and if you're paying about a $2,500 a month rent payment, and your landlord does what they should do, which is up your rent on a regular basis, your rent's going up by $125 a year for the same house, for the same lack of upgrades, and all of those things. So there's no reason for you guys not to fix your payment right now. Derek's not here today, but he'll tell you interest rates are great. They're historically low. They're better than your grandparents could get. I say this all the time. So talk with him and see about fixing your monthly payment. Another reason I like owning a home is that allows me to be the only one to determine when I move. It's pretty stressful if you've got a busy quarter planned and you think you're going to renew your lease, and you call your landlord and you go, hey, I want to renew, and they go, oh, yeah, no, you can't. They can say that. Just because you've been month to month in the same place for 18 years, I've got one right now. She basically paid off the property, but she gets to move in February because my client's selling the house, and she's lived in it for 20 years. So that's not a scenario I want to see you in. I'm thankful to own a home because I'm the only one that determines when I move. And another reason why you want to own a home and be grateful for it is it gives you the freedom to choose your paint and all your decor. Gina will tell you it's so much more fun when you get to work with her instead of getting that nastygram about painting the wall the color that you wanted in your rental. So you guys get more freedom when you do when you're owning a home. And then also a big one, owning a home gives me equity. Does anybody know what equity is?
Oh yeah.
I hope so. Yes, exactly. Dollars in your pocket.
Banco house.
Yes, exactly. Banco house. I like it. Those are basically other terms for equity. But equity is what happens when you pay down your mortgage and then you have all of this extra, let's say, potential cash flow if you were to sell it. So you can work with that equity and you can leverage that. And that's one of the things I talk about in my Automatic Millionaire Homeowner class at Homeownership Day is how to leverage your equity. And then another reason, owning a home, it means that you have more tax write-offs. Irene will tell you this, Bo will tell you this. I put the solar up there for you, Bo. Yeah, so if you guys want some more tax write-offs, if you want to, keep more, because it doesn't really matter how much you make if you got to give it all to the IRS or to the government. So, plan strategically about homeownership and utilize that benefit. It's something to be grateful for. And then another reason is it gives you rental income potential. This is huge, you guys, and this is what most people forget. Most people think my home is my home, and that's where I rest my head, yada yada, which is cool, but your home is actually one of the biggest business opportunities that you probably have if you leverage it and if you use it. So then it comes into how am I going to take advantage of that? I'd love to sit and have lunch with any of you, talk with you about that, and we could come up with some really great things. After this meeting today, I'm heading over to a client's house in La Mirada that's going to create an accessory dwelling unit out of her home and Airbnb a portion of her home. That's all legal now. So, take advantage of it. Talk to me. Owning a home allows my parents to age in place with dignity. This is another big one, you guys. Talk with Larry if you need more help with this, but if your parents aren't owning a home, and usually two homes, then they're going to end up in a home for old people. And most people don't want to be in the old people home, right?
Sure.
So, and I'm just saying that like how my parents say it, but it's just, so if you strategically have two properties, then, and both of them are paid off, then one of them you can live in with your caretaker, and the rent money from the other one subsidizes you living for free in yours with the caretaker. So it's a really great way to plan for, they call it aging in place. So let your parents do that. you plan to do that, and then again, that way you don't have to move. Owning a home lets me truly relax and get creative. This is one of the things, like, you know, when you're like in this like tiny little apartment box and all this space and can barely park and don't have a patio, like maybe you can go on your Romeo and Juliet balcony and like turn this way and that way, but you know, you don't have any space. So it's hard to get creative when you have no space. So give yourself a little room to breathe and have your own thing going on. It's something you'd be surprised at how life changes. This one's my top one. I have it as number 9 because it won't be your top one. But owning a home allows you to have pets. Pit bulls, Rottweilers, Dobermans are not included on any insurance policy for apartments. So if you know anybody with those types of dogs, they're a great tip for me. And unfortunately, I didn't know that when I got a pit bull on Venice Beach when I was 19 years old, and I got evicted from my apartment, hence homeownership at 19, which was the best eviction that ever happened. And then reason 10 is owning a home gives me freedom. Like, so much of it. You guys see me go travel all the time. It's not because I'm pocketing a bunch of money off closing a ton of real estate deals. It's because my mortgage is paid because I've been smart in creating ways to cover my monthly expenses so that I can go spend time and have fun with the gravy of the deals that I close. So I'd love to talk with you guys more about that. I came out here with $400 in my car. I'm nobody special. You can do it too. And I'd love to see how grateful you are after you get home. That's it for me today. Do you guys have questions? Comments? Why are you, wait, I have